The Florida Condo Safety Law is supposed to make condos safer and make sure that something like the deadly Surfside collapse in 2021 never happens again. But after years of lax maintenance and subpar standards, people who live in these areas are left footing the bill to get those buildings up to code. And sometimes those bills add up, tens of millions of dollars. And that means the HOA fees go through the roof and some condo prices collapse as a result. Cristian Murray and Genie Anderson are with us. Both are condo owners at the Palm Bay Yacht Club in Miami. Thank you both for joining us to walk us through the headache that you both have been living lately. Cristian, I'd like to start with you. I understand you moved to Florida from New York 22 years ago. You bought a condo 7 years ago. I expect you were not planning for this.
Definitely not. When I first moved into this apartment, my first thoughts were, this is an amazing place. This is where I want to spend the rest of my days. Well, little did I know, 2 years later, I was going to be hit with an assessment of $140,000 in order to fix deferred maintenance that the previous boards of directors neglected to fix throughout the building. So that's where we are today. Assessments of $140,000 per unit.
$140,000. What's the value of your unit currently?
Not much. At the present time, we have all the amenities closed because the place is a construction firm right now. We have the pool closed. So if you want to sell at this point, you would lose a significant amount of money. So we are just waiting and hoping that this construction will end fairly quickly and we can just hopefully sell and move on with our lives.
Genie, you were slapped with some of the same cost in these HOA fees. Tell me about your situation and how long you've lived there.
I purchased in 2014. I moved in 2015 after some minor renovations. And Cristian and I both have corner units. So the corner units are the more, let's say, desirable units because of the view. You're seeing pictures from my apartment right now. And those are the higher, those have been strapped with the most special assessments in order to do the repair, the highest. So it's about in the same ballpark, $140,000.
So at what point did you both learn that you would have to pay this money on top of your rent and your HOA fee? I mean, you think about a normal HOA fee, if it goes up, it's a few bucks here and there, but I mean, $140,000. When did you get this bad news? Cristian?
I would say about 12 months ago. And honestly, the assessment is really bad. But if you put on top of that the new law, which also requires full reserves and the doubling and sometimes tripling of insurance premiums, that's when things begins to get really, really out of hand. I've had people in my unit, retired nurses who live in this building, crying hysterically, how am I going to continue living in my house? I'm going to lose my home. This new law, even though, yes, it was well intended, but it's creating a significant amount of headaches and chaos throughout anyone that owns a condo in Florida. It's really bad.
Yeah, I mean, some people taking out second jobs, others, the value has gone down, so you can't afford to sell either because where do you go and reinvest? Genie, exactly. What are the options that you all have right now? What's the next step?
Well, you can write it out. That's one option, if you have the funds to do so. Or you can choose to sell and just take a loss. We're hoping that Governor DeSantis hears our pleas and does something significant. He can make some changes to the law that will ease our situation here, especially in South Florida.
So when it comes to your building specifically, you all are neighbors. Cristian, what is the money going towards? Were there concerns about safety in your building prior to this?
Not to my knowledge. We were pretty surprised when the board of directors decided that we needed to pay $140,000 per unit in order to fix previous maintenance problems that were never addressed by the previous boards. So is all the money going into fixing the building? That is one thing that we are still looking into. Hopefully we can leave this for a different segment, but we are very concerned on how the money is being spent.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.